Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Givebutter demo. My name is Holly Warren. I am one of the success managers here at Givebutter, and I am so excited to show you our platform today. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Meet Givebutter, your end-to-end fundraising solution. Instead of using a mix of outdated and expensive tools, Givebutter brings together everything that you need to successfully raise funds, track your progress, and engage with your supporters, all completely free. We are the #1 rated fundraising site across multiple independent rating sites, and we are best known for our ease of use, ease of setup, and the quality of our award-winning support team. Givebutter is composed of 3 main components that we've named Raise, which is our internal fundraising functionality, Track, which is our internal and the world's first free nonprofit CRM, and lastly, Engage, our internal free marketing platform and functionality within Givebutter. To show you the full functionality of the platform, I'm actually going to jump out of the slide deck and into the dashboard so we can get really hands-on together today. Welcome to your Givebutter dashboard. As I just mentioned, Givebutter is composed of those 3 main components of Raise, Track, and Engage, and I'm going to walk you through each of these components in that order today. So we're going to go ahead and start with Raise. Raise is that internal fundraising functionality within Givebutter, and to help you fundraise online, we have 3 main campaign types. You can also think of these campaign types as fundraising templates, and these are going to be forms, pages, and events, and they all build on each other in terms of feature set, with forms being the most streamlined and events being the most feature rich. So let's walk through all of those today. We'll start with forms and we'll build our way up to events. Welcome to a Givebutter form. The first thing I want to point out that is universal across all donor-facing pieces of Givebutter is custom branding. What this looks like is your own custom URL slug, so this back half of the URL, your custom color, as well as your logo, and then of course all the text and within the form itself is fully customizable. Here in the form, you can choose to raise towards a goal or not. This is an optional feature. You can also choose to allow your donors to designate their gift to a fund or not. Again, this is another optional feature. We give you the power to decide what recurring giving frequencies you would like to offer to your donors between one-time, monthly, quarterly, yearly, or any combination of those giving frequencies. Down here, you can fully customize the suggested donation amounts and their contextualizations. This way, your donors can focus on what impact they're going to be helping you to make. With Givebutter, we accept the widest variety of payment methods, and this includes PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Microsoft Pay, all major credit and debit cards, ACH transactions for verified 501c3 nonprofits, as well as offline donations in the form of cash or check transactions that you can track within Givebutter as well. With every transaction on Givebutter, we will send out an automatic emailed receipt, which will include a custom thank you message that you can customize so you can really thank your donors on a more personal level. Now, these forms are easily embeddable into your website, and we have a couple different options for you to be able to have our forms on your website that I'd love to go over with you. The way that you're able to put our giving forms onto your website is with something that we've called Givebutter elements, and there are a couple of different elements you can choose to use. So the first that I want to point out is going to be the easily embeddable form that you can go ahead and just directly plop into your website here. So you can customize it. There's no clicking away to another page, no redirects, any of that. Your giving form will be directly embedded into your page. Option number 2 is going to be Givebutter element button. So this button up here, we have button 1 and button 2. When I click on this, it's going to go ahead and open up the giving form, and I can just be taken through that right here on your website. I'm not going to lose my place on the website. I'm not going to be redirected again. We really like to keep things easy, simple, and on the same spot. The last option right now with elements is going to be the Givebutter bubble. So the bubble is going to follow me around on your website on any page that I go to on your website. And then when I click this bubble, again, it's going to pop open with that donation flow. So I can go ahead, donate directly on your website, and it'll be nice, easy, and a seamless process here. On your website, you can choose to have any one of these elements or a multitude of elements. They're completely unlimited, completely free, so you can customize them however you would like. You can also customize the text on the button as well. So if you want to say something that's really meaningful to your organization, you have the power to do so. So that is an overview of a Givebutter form. Now, the big sister of forms is going to be Givebutter Pages. Pages takes everything that was really great about forms and adds in a lot more social elements to the page itself. So let's go through it together. First, here you can have a cover photo or a cover video. Again, you can choose to race towards a goal or not. This feature remains optional across all campaign types. We also have a robust peer-to-peer functionality that I'll come back to and speak about in just a moment. Scrolling down the page, we give you this great story section where you can fully customize it with unlimited photos, videos, and text to really tell the story behind this particular cause, why you're raising money, and what impact you're hoping to make with your donor support. On the right side, we have what's called our supporter feed. This is where donors can leave an optional message of support in the form of a GIF, drawing, photo, or text to tell you why they love being a part of your cause so much and why they love your organization. As an admin to the organization, you can post what's called a campaign update. So with this new campaign update button, you can go in, title it, write your message. There's a Canva and YouTube integration, so you can directly drop in a graphic, drop in a video, and have that be really seamless. There's no extra downloading, uploading, any of that extra formatting. We've taken care of that for you. With this campaign update, you can also pin it to the top of the supporter feed so it doesn't naturally trickle down. If you don't pin it, then it will just naturally trickle down in that supporter feed. And you can also email this update to any campaign followers. So that includes team members and donors with Engage as well. So they're sure not to miss the update. After you pin it, it'll show up right here and you can see that great update. That thumbnail is there. So if our donors want to come and watch this video of the Givebutter story, they can do so easily on our page. Coming back over to our peer-to-peer functionality, we know how important it is to maximize the power of your community, which is why we put an emphasis on peer-to-peer fundraising. This example is of team member fundraising. We do have the ability for multi-teams where multiple of these team members can join a team together. That is an option on Givebutter. It's just not part of this demo today. With each fundraiser that joins as a team member, they'll get their own custom story page. So I'm going to click on our CEO, Max, here as my example. And I'm taken to Max's custom story page or his custom team member page. So here he can customize his own story section with unlimited photos, text, and videos. So he can tell his friends and family why your cause is so important to him and why he's asking for their donation on your behalf. Here, he can also set his own fundraising goal. So if he has a personal goal, he can go ahead and make that public here. His total will roll up into the overall total if those are publicly viewable. As a team member, Max can share out his page to his friends and family really easily by copying his custom link here, or you can copy it from the URL up here. You'll see every team member gets their own sharing link. As well, he can directly share it onto social so he can get his page out there and really solicit donations on your behalf. When someone comes to donate from Max's custom sharing link, they'll automatically be credited with their donation. So there's no extra clicks there. We've made it nice and easy. If someone doesn't have a team member's custom sharing link, but they want to credit a team member, that's no problem. In the donation flow, when they go to donate, I can go ahead, search for my favorite team member and credit them myself as well. The last campaign type I want to go over with you today is our Givebutter events campaign type. Now, events looks very similar to pages, but brings in some additional functionality that is event specific. So the first thing I want to point out is here in place of the cover photo, if you're having a digital event, you can host a live stream here on Givebutter, and you can set that up to either go live automatically or manually, and you can host it right here on your Givebutter page. So you can watch that supporter feed go up in real time, that gold bar go up in real time. Everything's going to be in one place, so your donors don't have to click between screens to donate or any of that. Additionally, on the events page, one of the most notable features is going to be the ability to have ticketing. Here, you can have unlimited ticket types, both paid or free, digital or in person. If it is a digital ticket, along with the automatic receipt the Givebutter will send out with every transaction, they'll receive that digital event information that you can preset on the back end. If it's an in-person event and they purchased an in-person ticket, along with their automatic receipt, they will receive a PDF ticket that will include a QR code that can then be used to scan them to check them in at the event. And I'll show you how to do that in the back end of the dashboard in just a moment. With tickets, you can also set quantity limits and promo codes, so you have a lot of power here to customize your event however you would like. Scrolling down the page here, the other notable feature is going to be event information. So here, all of your pertinent information will live, such as date, time, location, other information. Maybe you have a dress code, parking information, all of that can be included. As well, we have this great add to calendar button, so your donors can add it to the calendar of their choosing. Additionally, if you would like to, on the back end, you can set up automatic event reminders to go out to your donors, so they're sure not to miss your event and you don't have to remember to remind them later on. We'll take care of that for you. Now, with those 3 campaign types, those are going to be the main donor-facing pieces of Givebutter. So let's jump back into the dashboard and go over some of those back-end features within Track and Engage. So I'm going to start down here in Track. Since we just talked about events, let's go ahead and start in tickets. Here you can manage all of your tickets, both paid or free, digital, in-person, whether if someone has been checked in or not. If you're having an in-person event and folks have gotten their PDF tickets with a QR code, you can then use this button to scan their QR code to automatically check them in. This will work on any device that has the internet and a camera enabled on it. Within Track, we also give you the ability to manage any of your recurring plans. So we mentioned those recurring frequencies when we went over the form campaign type. So you can manage all of your recurring plans in here, as well as all of your transactions. If I click on a transaction, I can also get a pop-up of a little bit more information if I'm looking to have a little bit more in depth. And then lastly, you can track all of your contacts within Givebutter. So here you can manage all of your contacts. And when we go into a contact profile, here I want to go over the information you're going to be seeing. On the left side, it'll be that basic contact information, name, overall contributions, recurring plans, subscription status, as well as contact information. You're also able to add any sort of notes you want to a contact, as well as unlimited custom tags. And custom tags are a really great way to make your donor list really granular, so you can send out that really direct communication to them with Engage, when we'll get to that in just a few moments. On the right side here is going to be a timeline of interactions with your organization, so you're sure not to miss any interactions this particular donor has had with you. Over here, you can also add offline interactions in the form of a note, email, or phone call with our Add Event button. And I can see a note that I made here as well. So it's really easy to keep track of your donors and all of their information within Givebutter. Back on the main view of contacts, up here, if I go to my Actions button, I can import or export my contacts at any time. With the imports, it's totally free to upload any and all of your contacts within Givebutter. There's no limits to how many contacts you have. There's no limits to how many you can upload at a time. We want you to have full control of your donors, and we want to celebrate large donor databases. So there's never any cost with holding your donors within Givebutter. Over here, we do have a great advanced filtering features, and this is where all of our reports are going to live. So here I have presets such as LIBUNT, SIBUNT, or one-time donors, or I can filter and have a report built on any of these tabs here. These tabs are layerable, so you can layer them on top of one another, and you can also include and or statements and get really granular with your lists. You can also sort by tags or anything of the like. Now, these filtering capabilities are going to be really important when we get to Engage. So after I've filtered my contacts, I've got all the right filters on there, I want to pull that report, I can go ahead and save it as a segment, and then I can come back to it later. These segments are dynamic, so as donors meet or do not meet the criteria, that list will automatically update for you. So I've done all my filtering, my contacts are uploaded. I am ready to go ahead and re-engage with them. And that will bring us to the third component of Givebutter, Engage. So as I mentioned in the beginning, Engage is our internal marketing platform. So here I can send out unlimited emails and text messages on an outbound basis to any and all of my contacts that I would like to. To show you an example of what an email will look like, I'll pull this one up. And here, as this is a donor-facing piece of Givebutter, your custom branding is going to come in again here. So that color, your logo, and then your organization information will live here at the bottom as well. Within the email builder itself, you can add unlimited photos, videos, text. Again, we have a YouTube and Canva integration within the email builder, so you can really customize it and make it as beautiful as you would like. With your emails, we'll also give you some really great statistics of open, bounced, and unsubscribe rates. If I wanted to look and see which donors specifically took which action, I can click that and see it within my contact list. Now with Givebutter, if you send out an email or a text message communication that includes a Givebutter link, we will automatically track revenue generated from that communication. So when I click here, I can see how much money was generated from this specific email. And if I click on the contact list, I can see who clicked and donated, who opened it, who clicked and didn't donate, and so on. So you can really see which of your donors are engaging with you on what level and how granular that's going to be. With Engage, you can send those outbound emails and text messages. It's an easy 3-step builder. To start, you're going to go up here to New Message and pick your message and then be walked through our easy 3-step process. You can schedule your communications for a later date, send yourself a test, and see a live example of what's that going to look like in real time when you're building that out. In addition to our outbound emailing and outbound text messaging, we do also have a short code for text to donate. What this looks like is you can set a keyword that's unique to your organization. And when your donors text that keyword to the number 53555, they'll be texted back a link to donate which will then take them to your campaign page so they can donate. All pages on Givebutter are mobile optimized, so you never have to worry about what device your donors are viewing your page on. Now, you might be wondering, with Raise, Track, and Engage, how do we do all of this for free? What is our pricing structure? Well, let's go over it. Givebutter is free forever. So Givebutter is supported by 100% optional tips. What this looks like is upon checkout, donors are asked if they would like to leave an optional tip to Givebutter. Now, whether they choose to leave us a tip or not will not impact the fees that you or they pay in any way. Along with every transaction that does take place online, there is a processing fee, and that goes directly to our payment processing partner, Stripe. So it doesn't go to us, it just goes straight through to Stripe. And that is going to be 1.9% plus 30 cents for ACH transactions and 2.9% plus 30 cents for all other transactions. With Givebutter, we also give you the power for how you would like to present fees to your donors. The default option is for the ability to cover fees to be optional for your donors. And we find that when asked to do so, over 95% of donors will choose to cover those fees on your behalf, resulting in less than a 1% fee per campaign to your organization. Now, if donor tipping is something you don't want, that's okay. You can turn that off in favor of small fixed rate platform fees that vary between 1%, 3%, and 5%, varying on which campaign type you're using. Now, this is in addition to the processing fee, but once again, your donors are given the option to cover those fees on your behalf. You can also choose to require fees to be covered by your donors, or you can choose to hide them from your donors and absorb them as an organization. But we do recommend making it optional for your donors. As I mentioned, over 95% of them will choose to cover them in our experience. So I'm hoping this all sounds really good and you're really excited to get started with Givebutter. Whenever you're ready, go ahead, click the sign up button. It takes less than a couple minutes to get signed up and join our Givebutter family. Now, as you're getting started, if you have questions, we are here to help you. As I mentioned in the beginning, we have an award-winning support team, and they can be reached by clicking this chat widget here on the website or the chat widget here in the dashboard. And they are available 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with chat, you can go ahead and chat them directly. They also have talk hours where you can talk to them through your computer speaker and microphone. As well, you can email them at support@givebutter.com and they will reply within those business hours as well. So we're here for you. We're here to support you and we're ready to see the change you're making in the world. I hope you enjoyed the demo today. Thank you so much for joining me and I can't wait to see you all on the platform very soon.